just kind of continuing that thought forward into the eternity, is that what you will be able to do and what you will be able to build through your family and the eternal family that we have through Christ and through the inheritance he receives as part of the fulfillment of his role and his authority now, right? This is how he is now the Father, right? Because he receives us as his inheritance for fulfilling all righteousness that the Lord asked him to do and to complete. And so this idea of that continuation, that perpetuation into the eternities to come, those higher orders, as you mentioned, which we don't talk about because we know nothing about them. There's really nothing to talk about. And really, nothing to talk about.
I think we're about to get some higher orders here in the next section.
But so to that point, where I'm trying to go with this is everything we're being given now, everything we're receiving today is a stepping stone, and it is a line upon line principle that is leading to something greater and something better. And we are fooling ourselves, and we make a mistake if our presumption is that we understand everything in its entirety because celestial glory is it. That's everything, right? And so my suggestion is that there are truths that we are going to receive, that we are going to be asked to live, that clearly have applicability to us now and are of a net benefit today, but may have a far greater benefit to us as individuals and as families well into the eternities. And the Lord is truly testing those, especially those who are elect, to see, can they obtain this truth and live it, even without pure understanding of it, because it's going to become far more important for them to be able to live it in the eternal life or lives to come, right? And so that's kind of where I want to go with that is, we are being given all of these blessings. We're being given all of these models and these concepts to implement in our life. And yes, they bless us now. But if we think that we understand the full applicability and benefit of living these laws and principles, we may be missing the mark a little bit, because there may be even greater significance in the eternities to come as to why the Lord commands and why he instructs to obey certain laws and principles, even if to us at first the natural man within us says, I don't like that. I'm not sure about that, right? There's far, far greater implications that we may just simply not be aware of down the road.
This is one of those slides that is a setup to section 132. The whole concept of there can be higher orders. There can be a higher order of kingdoms on top of kingdoms. There can be kingdoms on it, kingdoms all the way up. All right. And let me tell you a little.
Stacking kingdoms everywhere.
Let me tell you a little bit about higher kingdoms. I'll tell you what. Let me open the mysteries here. Pride cometh before the fall. Everyone's like, abort, abort. Okay. But I think Section 132 obviously is heavily laced with imagery of Abraham. I think the whole message and story, the whole narrative, the whole gospel drama of Abraham, I think it in itself is imagery of a higher priesthood order. Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.